guys, and welcome back to Reads Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. And today, I'm going to bring with you my July wrap-up. Oh my god. So, let's get into these stats to start with, and then we'll talk about the books. I don't own physical copies of all the books. I don't remember details about all these books. This month has been a kind of cray-cray month. Hold that thought real fast. I need a chair right there to put the books on. Okay. So I'm just going to give you what I can remember about some of these. It's been a month. It's been a day. I get married in 15 days. I don't know when this video is going up, so I'm getting married on August 13th, and I don't know any of the details. So, bear with me. So, in the month of July, I finished officially 15 books. Before we go into that, I am still in the middle of 2. I'm in the middle of Tower of Dawn. I'm a lot further. And I am in the middle of Sword and Sorcery, Frostfire. These do not get finished by the end of the month. Today is the 29th. This one has to be done before the 2nd because I have a review video that needs to be posted on the 2nd for this. So I'm going to, after this video, I'm going to read this. And I am still in Tower of Dawn, but I know I'm a lot further along. I just don't remember where. But I am really enjoying this. If this doesn't get finished in July, I'll just carry it over and discuss it in August. Okay. So, I had 15 books I read and 1 DNF. I had 1 3-star, which is kind of generous for that book, but when we get there, I'll explain because I co-piled and stuff. I have 3 4-stars and 11 5-stars. Okay, I had 2 rereads this month, 9 books that had queer representation, 10 books that had romance as a main plot, and I read 5,359 pages plus an hour and 38 minutes in an audiobook because it's only available as an audio. So, there's that. And then I have my little list here because I don't have all the copies. But let's get into this chaotic wrap-up. My DNF for the month, unfortunately, is My Heart is a Chainsaw by Stephen Graham Jones. I just can't with the writing. I have decided he is not for me. And yeah, so I have now DNF'd him and taken all of his books off my wish list. This is really, really sad for me. So, my 15th book and my worst book of the month goes to the sequel to Boyfriend Material. I was given an arc to Husband Material by Alexis Hall. I have since I have canceled my pre-order of that book. It's not on my wish list. If I get it, cool. If I don't, cool. If I had a physical copy of it, I'd throw it at the wall. I gave it a 3 stars solely for the fact that I did co-pile, which is where you rate based off of characters, atmosphere, writing, plot, intrigue, logic, and excitement. Well, because character and character gave it a 10 because I love these characters. And I gave a 10 on another category. It got a 3-star. It was actually supposed to be a 3.5, 4-star. I wrote down, because of that ending, I should be giving it a 1 or a 2-star. Trash. Trash! fucking cannot stand the book. It's garbage. I don't know what Alexis was thinking with that ending, but that ending, I think, pisses me off more than Breaking Dawn's ending ever has. I have never been so angry about how a book ended as I am with Husband Material. And that's all I'm going to say. Enough said, but no, it's on my all-time most hated books lists. Above Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer, and everybody knows how much I fucking cannot stand that book. Ugh. Okay. Now we're moving into my 4 stars, and the first 4-star I have is a book called Bridesmaids. It was an hour and 38 minutes. It's free on Audible. I think it's by something Smith. I don't remember a lot about it, but it was a cute little rom-com where a boy has to go back to his hometown in this small town for his best friend's wedding. Meets the boy that he kind of had an awakening with, and they fall in love. Got a 4-star because it was too short. If it was longer, they probably would have got a 5. And I would like a physical copy of it, but it's only available on Audible. So, next I have The Curious League of Detectives and Thieves, Egypt's Fire by Tom Phillips. I will link down below. I already have a full video reviewing this book, explaining why I gave it a 4-star, and I cannot wait for the sequel. So I'm not going to go into anything on this. And my last 4-star book goes to Ghost by Joel Abernathy. Oh my god. Oh, this is a mafia romance where the main character of this accidentally kills someone, so they hire the ghost to make it go away. And then they fucking fall in love. When I tell you, baby, was the spice spicy. This had some of the best sex scenes. Listen. A knife was used, blood play, hard-ons. Fuck. I cannot wait to continue, because fuck. Now onto our 5 stars. I do have 2 rereads, which I will not go over that much. I reread Boyfriend Material for my birthday because Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall is one of my top 10 favorite books of all time, even though we are going to pretend like the sequel never happened. And then we will figure out if I want to attempt the 3rd one or not. But this follows Luke and Oliver, fake dating, amazingness. And I also reread Red, White, and Royal Blue, which I try to reread at least once a year. And I'm preparing for the movie. I need this as a movie as long as the sequel never happens. But 5 out of 5 stars. Everybody knows I talk about these way too much, so why go into detail? Next, we have Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is just the next book in the Thorn of Glass series where shit goes down. I don't like talking about sequels that much, especially when this is like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and I'm currently reading 7, and I'm supposed to read the 8th and final book this one. So that's Empire Storms, 5 out of 5 stars. Next we have, before Empire of Storms, I was supposed to talk about Hard Job by Annabeth Albert. Super cute, male romance. It's book 2 in the Something Security Force series. I don't remember character names, but one dude, famous singer, hires main character as security, fall in love, good times. I've slept since that review. I read Hard Job like early on in the month. Like I read it at least like 20 to 23 days ago. So it's been a minute. And I feel like with Hard Job, yes, I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, but I feel like I need to go back and read the first book and then reread it, and I feel like I might enjoy it more. There was that. My 7th book is You'll Be the Death of Me by Karen M. McManus. This is her latest YA thriller that came out last year. This followed Ivy, Mateo, and Mikal, who they come across a dead kid, and it's all about how they're trying to figure out who killed said kid. That's all I'm really gonna say. This was a really fun ride, and the ending still blew my mind. So there's that. It's actually probably one of my favorite Karen McManus books. Next, I read, because I wanted something cute and fluffy and that I could finish in a night, so I read Lore Olympus Volume 2. This follows, if you don't know what Lore Olympus is, it follows Hades and Persephone in this cutesy art style. Yes, I know I can continue on webtoons, but I like the idea of reading them physically. I love this. The art style is amazing. It's just such a fluffy, fluffy romance. Slow burn, and it's amazing. Now we're on to my top 5 books of the month. All 5 of these books just blew me away in one way, shape, or form. So they could really be interchangeable. Technically 2 through 5 could be in any order you would want to put them. But number 1 book of the month is my number 1 book of the month. But what I have placed in 5th place right now is The Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher. I want to read more from Kingfisher. T. Kingfisher in the future. I will be looking up some books here later while I'm uploading videos. This book blew me away. I was in the mood for something creepy and spooky, and I wanted something to scare me. This gave me nightmares. Creatures like deer-like bodies with heads upside down, peeking through the window. Their skeletons with rocks and just, ugh. This book follows Maas. I want to say her name is Melissa, and she goes by Maas. Melissa and all of her friends call her Maas. Her grandmother, who's a horrible woman, passes away, and her dad asks her to go out and see if there's anything salvageable in the house, clean it up because she's a hoarder, and shit ensues. And she discovers the journal of her step-grandfather, who may or may not be insane, and things follow after that. This was just, oh my god, what I needed. And I'm definitely going to be rocking on this Kingfisher highway. I will tell you, the next 2 as well, I will be rocking on their highways as well. Next, I read I Have Verity by Colleen Hoover, which is fucking phenomenal. I'm probably I know I'm in the minority of the ones that love this, but I want to read more Colleen Hoover. This was the one that kind of interested me the most because it's kind of more of a suspense. And I'm thinking about leaning more towards trying out Layla next because it's also a suspense. But comment down below if there's a Colleen Hoover book that you guys think that I'm just going to love. For those who know like the triggers that I don't really like in books, let me know where and who you think, which ones I would like. I know everybody knows what Verity is about, so I'm not going to go into much detail, but just saying, my mind is still confused at that ending. Did she or did she not? Oh my god. It's fucked. I'm still thinking about it. And I read this like a couple weeks ago. Next we have Beach Read by Emily Henry. I will definitely be picking up her other two books. This follows Augustus and January, who are both writers who needed to get away and are stumped, so they switch genres. Oh my god, this was so cute. But everybody knows what Beach Read is about, so I'm really not going to talk about Beach Read. Like, it's hard to talk about these two books when they're overtly popular. Which you will see these three in another video here in a few. I don't know if that video is going to go up before the wrap-up or after the wrap-up. Actually, I'm probably going to put their video before the wrap-up, so you'll probably have already seen a video where I talk about reading popular authors and giving them a try. Will I continue with them? Will I not? I have 5 authors I'm going to be discussing in that video. One I read in a different month, and the other 4 that I read this month. So, next, the number 2 slot has Queerly Beloved by Susie Demond. All I'm going to say is queer rom-com set in Tulsa, Oklahoma, with lesbians and a cake shop that's conservative. And one of the lesbians becomes a professional bridesmaid. Past that, I don't think anyone needs to know what else this is about. I know this takes place in like 2013 and the ending takes place in 2019. Just so you are aware. But cute, fluffy romance with lesbians. Lesbians. Enough said, read it. And my number 1 book of the month might spoil the live show on the 14th. But are we surprised that it goes to The Lightning Struck Heart by T.J. Klune? Are we surprised that T.J. Klune is on this? Really? Are we really that surprised? No, the fuck we're not. All I know is go into this, all you need to know going into this is Shrek erotica. That's all I knew going in. And the best friend and sidekick is a gay, hornless, horny unicorn named Gary. You have a half-giant named Tiggy. The main character's name is Sam of Wilds, who's a wizard who's in love with Ryan Foxhart, who is engaged to the prince, Justin. I have not laughed so fucking hard at a book in so long. This is the most fucked up book I think I've ever read. And I cannot wait to finish this series with everybody and discuss each book in tandem with everybody. Like, I have sticky notes in places. Like, what the fuck, Dimitri? Love me some mama. I know one of the spots that I want to talk about is cheesy dicks and candlesticks. Another tagline from this book is, yeah, I'm a dragon. I'll be dragging these balls across your face later. Or, once you go dragon, you won't be lagging. What the fuck did I read? Who am I? I'm going to be known for Shrek Erotica on my channel. That I'm actually really okay with. So that is my wrap-up for the month of July. If you read any of these books, comment down below and let me know. Did I encourage you to check any of these out? If so, was it maybe these two? Which are super queer? Did I convince you not to read a book? Husband material! Sorry, I had bullshit stuck in my throat. Y'all are gonna be hearing that for the rest of the year because I am so pissed off by that book. Ugh! You do not understand how fucking angry I am. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. And if you're new, hit that subscribe. And until next time, kids, always be fabulously yourself. Bye.